Do you find yourself working on something and then the next minute you're doing something else, and that's totally insignificant or not even significant to what you were initially trying to do? Then you probably have a very short attention span. So I'm going to talk about that. It's because today's generation, which is basically the I generation, which means everyone that started learning or using mobile devices since they were kids, they have a very short attention span. I would bet that even one would not be able to get past 2 minutes without getting distracted by a notification on another social network while watching this video. I know it's tough for many of us to stay focused on this because everything is in our fingertips or a voice command away. Now, what's a distraction? Right? A distraction is something that we created by training ourselves by repetition. With that being repeated, it now becomes a habit. See, when you wake up, you get distracted with your phone. It's the first thing you pick up. Your phone serves as your alarm clock as well. When we wake up, we're distracted by the phone, the news, we turn on the TV, or if you have kids, or our surroundings, maybe a barking dog, or and we stay in a state of in this state throughout the entire day. Like, there's so many distractions right now. It's tough, I know that. But of course, with the same way that we've trained ourselves to be distracted, we can also untrain ourselves. I'm going to give you about 7 keys to improving your focus. First tip is spend 5 minutes making a to-do list upon waking up. So don't hold your phone yet, right? When you wake up, the first thing you pick up is a pen and paper. Now, so you want to write down your top 5 to 10 things of things that you want to get done in a day. I know you probably would list a lot, and most of them you'll probably not going to get through it the entire day just because you're distracted. And then I want you to circle about 3 of the most important things on those lists. These 3 things, keep it on your back pocket. All right, that was a tongue twister. Keep it in your back pocket throughout the day so that you can be reminded of how many things you're actually going to do. So it doesn't matter how many things you get done. What matters is the importance of the task and how you're prioritizing them. Number 2. Accomplish one positive task first. What does that mean? You complete the number 1 thing that you need to do first. It's probably not going to be something you want to do, but psychologically, when you get to that one thing out of the way, it means it's much easier for you to do everything else for the rest of the day. It's also a win first thing in the morning so that you'll feel more accomplished and productive. Now, my first task besides fixing my bed, that's my first task, is doing this quick exercise routine that I have. It's 100 jumping jacks, 100 squats, 100 sit-ups, and 100 crunches. No, it's 100 push-ups. I started with doing 25 of each and then adding 5 more to the challenge. It's not significant. Anyway, let's go on to number 3, which is set your primary intentions for the day. So figure out what your daily mission is every day. Now, people have a problem saying yes to things that they don't need to do. When you have a daily mission, then it allows you to focus on that and make choices based on that mission. And it makes you know what your priorities are from the get-go. Let's go to number 4. Make fewer decisions. Making decisions takes up so much energy that means that you're not showing up 100% in a day. How you can set up your life to make fewer decisions and spend more time executing them instead of thinking is a lot harder. So one of the things I did was minimize my clothing options. So, for example, less colors and more focus to quality. Look at me, I'm just wearing a white t-shirt. Number 5, turn off your notifications during daytime. Now, people get really addicted to their notifications. It's like a slot machine, as shown in the Netflix documentary The Social Dilemma. I don't know if you watched it, but you should watch that. It's a game changer for you. The only way I get a notification is if I call, is if someone calls me or someone texts me. So I don't get any other notification except for that, or my calendar, or it's my bank accounts, just for safety. I've turned off all my notifications on all the devices so that it doesn't distract me, and I can get to them when I think that it's time to actually do that. So I'm a person who's fully engaged on and active on social media because that's part of my work. But I can attest to you, I'm a prime example of someone who sees the importance of social media. Just not the notifications that it gives me constantly. Now, if it's social media message that someone sent me, it probably isn't that important or urgent that I need to answer it right away. So sometimes my staff would text me that I sent you a message on Messenger. Can you check it? Sure, I'll check it. Right? But if someone just sent me a message on Messenger or a DM on Instagram or a Twitter direct message, I'll read it when I open it. So that's the big difference. And it's really important that they will either call you or send you a real text if it's really urgent. A comment or a like on a photo that you posted yesterday on Facebook or Instagram isn't really worth notification for you to check, to be honest. You don't need to reply to them right away, right? It just makes the person desperate for attention if you're trying to do that. So lesser phone time, more time for living. Let's go to number 6. Listen to binaural beats or focus music playlist. I listen a lot to these types of music wherein there's no lyrics, because lyrics are very distracting when you're working. So I have that on my background when I'm writing my blogs, or I'm working, or if I'm doing something that requires my extreme focus. So people are less likely to walk up to you if you're wearing headphones also at work, or earphones. So you don't hear the conversations, and therefore you create a bubble sort of for yourself. So binaural beats or a focus music. By the way, binaural beats are something that's made up of 2 tones only, and that's it. It plays on your left ear and right ear, and it creates some sort of tone, but it's basically just 2 types of beats. That's why it's bi. Going back, it's great because it helps you focus. You can choose any music just as long as it doesn't have any lyrics in them. Okay, because lyrics are a form of distraction, and it adds to your subconscious thinking. All right, it makes your brain think of something because you're hearing words instead of just hearing beats. My last tip, and I think that is one of the most important things, is work out for at least 10 to 15 minutes a day. And why is that important? It has been proven by research that people who work out at least 10 to 15 minutes before completing a task completed a task a lot faster, because their brain and body had already produced the chemicals needed for that action for the day. Now, if you're having a slow day, I suggest that you set aside 10 to 15 minutes of your time to get your body into action, which will switch your brain into action mode. So that's it. Those are my 7 tips for you guys to improve your focus. So my question for the day is, how do you do your own focus? I mean, I've suggested 7, but some of you probably have other ways to have better focus. Some might say that they hold a pen or something to lessen the distractions when they're trying to work on something. I have a friend that holds a paper clip, when he's trying to write. So it depends from other people. So let me know in the comment section what you think, and I'll see you again next time. Peace.